The sun is shining, the birds are singing. I am on my way to Whole Foods to get some grocery shopping done. And I seriously cannot think of a better environment or better conditions to go and do this in. My mood is so elevated. I feel amazing. And I'm excited to go pick out some beautiful, nutritious foods that are going to nourish my body, make me feel even better. And I am super happy to bring you with me. Let's go. I think I've said this in other videos. We typically get our groceries delivered from Walmart. We have been doing that for years and I love it. I love the service. They always bring us beautiful quality produce and food and all the things. But we also incorporate Whole Foods because they have things our local Walmart does not. One of the things I look for at Whole Foods is organic produce. So when I'm buying things that are organic, I'm really looking for things that have either no peel or skin or very thin peel or skin. By that, I mean things like lettuce, cilantro, like all the herbs. Those guys are just leaves, and it is definitely my preference to get organic because they don't have any layers of protection on them. When it comes to things with a thicker skin, like bananas, I know that the banana peel is going to be thrown away, so I don't worry about it as much, but I do really, in general, try to buy as much organic as possible. I know it has far less pesticides and chemicals sprayed on it, which is going to be better for all of us in the long run. I love checking out produce and finding things that I haven't had in a while or have never tried at all, and just trying something new every now and then. So I am picking up some avocados, which I have all the time. And this is another great example of something that I don't worry about being organic because it does have a skin or a peel that is on the thicker side and gets thrown away. These strawberries that I was looking at, I didn't end up getting them because they weren't on my list, but I was just checking them out because they were so chunky and just plump and beautiful. And I could not get over how large they were. I mean, they were large and in charge. I love fruit. I am not afraid of the natural sugars. My body actually does really well with fruits and vegetables and natural sugars. I don't even worry about that stuff. These plums I have never ever tried before. They're yellow plums and I am super excited. So that's one of the things I'm talking about when I say like I tend to look for things that I have never had before so that I can give it a try and see if I like it or not, because otherwise, how the heck am I gonna know? If you're anything like me, then you tend to gravitate towards the same stuff over and over and over. And sometimes I just kind of look around at my menus or my grocery list, my kitchen, the refrigerator, pantry, whatever. And I'm like, dude, get it together. Like, venture outside of the norm, the stuff that you're accustomed to. But I will say, using the same stuff over and over and even making the same things over and over again can actually be really helpful. It takes some of the stress and anxiety out of cooking or out of trying to figure out what you're going to make for that day or week. So I do like to throw in new things from time to time just to change it up. But I will say, when I stick to basics and I stick to staples, maybe staples is the better word, I do find that I am a lot more successful. So that might be like the one pot chicken and rice. It could be chili. It could be a big batch of soup, whatever it is. It's nice that we end up having leftovers, but it's also nice that I know these are go-tos. I can make these things with my eyes closed. I know exactly what needs to go in them, what I need to add to my grocery list all the time, and off I go into success. So I'm grabbing all my greens. I love to get different types of lettuce so that I can put my salad together for the week or for the next few days, whatever it may be. And it tends to be the next few days because we go through a lot of salad, which is really good. But I do like to add different colors and textures of greens, like the romaine that has a firmer leaf. I like to get green leaf lettuce and red leaf lettuce just to throw in some different colors in there. I love to add the purple cabbage and some herbs just to really get as many nutrients as possible. So I think it was last year that I tried these little golden berries for the first time and I love them. They're like sweet and tart and they remind me of candy, and I can't remember, I just can't pinpoint what kind of candy, but they are super good. These cotton candy grapes, if you've never had them, oh my God, they're amazing. We don't get these all the time because they're not always available at our store, but when they are, I try to get at least a couple of these little packs at a time. My bee loves them so much. They're a fantastic little snack. Sometimes we snack on them at night when we're watching TV, and they're just such a great go-to. Apples. Oh my gosh, apples are incredible. I used to be a huge Granny Smith girl, but now I am a Cosmic Crisp girl, and Cosmic Crisps are now out of season for us. So my next go-to is the Honey Crisp, which is so delicious. Just eating it on its own or having it with like a nut butter or something, or even juicing it. Oh my gosh. Moving on to some citrus and dates. So I did pick up some limes because I use limes in all kinds of things, and then dates. So the dates, I have been making like the date paste for granola and cookies and different things. And I'm just finding so much joy in using the date paste in new ways. I am loving it. So my bananas here, I like to get the greener bananas because it gives them some time to ripen up while I use the bananas that I already have at home. And if they get a little too ripe, that's okay. I will just throw them in the freezer and use them for a smoothie bowl. No big deal. And if you know me at all, you know that I love a Yukon Gold potato. They are so buttery and just creamy and delicious. So these are on my shopping list every single week. I just cannot get enough, and I love having all of them just steamed and in the refrigerator, just waiting to be devoured. Chicken is another one of those items that is just on my grocery shopping list every single week. So here I have quite a few packs of ground chicken and some chicken thighs, because you know I go in with the chicken maple breakfast patties and the one pan chicken and rice and all the things. This is my favorite plant-based butter. I found this like 3 or 4 years ago, and I am obsessed. It is super clean. It's really tasty. And because I like more savory than sweet things, I always go for the salted and just scale back when I'm adding any kind of salt. These are the chocolate chips I like to use. They are plant-based. These guys have rice milk. There are also some that I get from Walmart that are semi-sweet, and they're a little bit smaller and perfect for, I mean, just all the things. But I don't do well with dairy. It makes me really congested. It puffs me up. So I like to go with something plant-based. And one of the rules I have for myself when I'm looking at things that are packaged, which I try not to get, but you know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. So when I'm looking at things that are in a package, I make sure that the ingredients are all things that I can identify. I know exactly what they are. I can go to a shelf or to the produce section and pick it up and know that it's as close to a whole food as possible. So that is one of the things I'm doing here. I'm just picking up some ingredients to make more granola. So I'm getting some dried fruit, and here I'm just looking at the ingredients. It says there's no sugar added, so I really want to make sure there truly isn't any sugar added. It is just natural sugars from the fruit itself. So I'm getting some apricots and being cherries and some goji berries and a few more nuts so that I can make a new variation of the granola. And we have been burning through some granola. It's just such a great snack and full of whole foods, no refined sugar, just really good for you stuff. And we love to have it on hand because we eat it just on its own. We eat it as a cereal and, you know, all the things. So here are more golden berries, and these guys are just the dehydrated ones. They are a little more tart when they're dried like this, and especially when they come out of the oven as part of the granola. So my bee didn't love that as much. I mean, he ate it, but I told him I wouldn't add it anymore, or at least I wouldn't add it to the whole batch. Maybe I'll just make us 2 separate ones. Who knows? This is another place where I spend a lot of time, and it's in the frozen fruit section because we make so many smoothies. It is ridiculous. So 2 of the main ingredients that we get are frozen mango and frozen wild blueberries. One of the new additions to my shopping list is these plantains, or maduros. These are the plantains that are really ripe and yellow, and they are so delicious in burrito bowls or in tacos or what. I mean, I will show you in a future video. Just trust me on this. But this is my shopping cart for today. And, you know, this changes every week or every few days. We go through a lot of produce. every single day. And so I end up having to shop or order food maybe a couple times a week. And that's okay. As long as we're eating it, it's not going to waste. And this is our shopping trip for today. I had such a great time bringing you along with me and showing you some of the staples in our refrigerator, freezer, and pantry. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below and let me know. I will bring you on even more shopping trips, show you how I meal plan, how I put my grocery list together, the app that I use, and all the things. So let me know your thoughts, your questions, your comments, whatever the case. And until I see you next time, I hope you have a fabulous, nutritious, and super healthy day. Love you.